Hey everyone, it's Olga Davidson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I would love to share my favorite discovery of my entire life. Thing which really made my life magical. Thing which made everything possible. That's of course Dreamboard. It looks like this, where there is different areas of life and where I put things I would love to do, and somehow magically it always becomes true. I've been doing dream boards for 18 years since I've been a teenager, and it always would work for 80%, and the other 20% would just turn out into reality, but in a different way. And this is normal. We should always let universe to give us something what we don't expect, surprise us, and don't have too much control. Just do it with a joy and let universe surprise you. So here I basically have 9 main area of life. The first one is me, myself, house. Each area has a different color. It's all comes from Feng Shui, and each area is supposed to be in a certain area, certain corner, to make it energetically work better. You can believe it, maybe not, but I like to do things right. I'm kind of perfectionist. That's why I didn't start YouTube earlier, because I'm a perfectionist. So the first area is your health. It's how you want to perceive yourself, how you want to appear in life, how you want your body to look like, your energy, your lifestyle. And then the second area is material goods. It's basically houses, it's all the luxury things, cars, jewelry, what else we want in the material world? Gifts, brands, and all of these luxurious things. The next area is our fame. How do we want to appear in the world? How do we want to be perceived by people? So it may be awards, it may be even if you immigrate, you try to immigrate to a new country, it can be your green card or your passport, new citizenship. It's also certificates we have, followers on YouTube. I should put here 100,000 followers on YouTube. Yeah, I should update this one actually. Yeah, so stuff like that. Maybe you want to be philanthropist. At some point I want to just give everybody money because more we give, more we receive. The next area is oh, I should share what happened already. My magic. I'll share that in the end. Cherry on the top. So the next area is our love and relationship. What do we want to attract into life? What kind of partner? What kind of relationship? Our feelings next to partner. How do we want to be loved? What kind of sexual experience we want to have? For example, I place tantric sex right there. Why not? I want every sexual experience to be tantric, when you forget about time and space and transcend. Why not? The next, how you want to be like when you grow up old. So everything about love and relationship. Maybe you want to get that ring and get proposed. Put that ring right there, it's gonna work. And next area is family. Family is usually green, and here you place relationship with your family and friends, and also everything related to house. So I placed picture of wedding which we just had, and it's like actually very similar to what we had at the cottage where I am right now, and it just happened a few weeks ago. So we had this beautiful cottage wedding, and it was delayed because of COVID for 2 years. And actually a little bit of story here. Before this wedding, we had another wedding in Ukraine, and it was on my previous dream board. I always wanted to get married in this beautiful 1,000 years old church in Ukraine, in Kiev. It's a UNESCO heritage, and it's a beautiful, amazing, magical church. But then COVID happened, it was delayed, and finally we fly to Ukraine. I called priest to arrange a wedding at this church, and my husband had to convert to Russian Orthodox in order for us to have marriage there. And he confirms, but he says that the church, the specific church where I wanted to get married, that they don't marry people there anymore. They have 3 churches in this entire historical place, and the biggest one is not for weddings anymore. And I told him, oh no, we really wanted to get married there. It was in my dreams and like all of this. And he's like, let's see what I can do for you. And then I forgot about this call, and I have conversation with my wedding planner, and day before wedding she's like, so did you arrange which church you are going to get married in? I'm like, oh, no, I'm gonna call him and ask. So I call priest and I asked him, can we get married in this church, in the main one? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, what? And then apparently at the day of the wedding, taxi driver drove us to the church, and he drops us off, and he's like, are you getting married in the main one? How did you get allowed to be married there? And I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, wow, like how is it possible? We were trying to get married there and they said no to us. I'm like, maybe you should put it on your dream board. I don't know how it works, but it works all of the time. And I have a client, I teach that actually, and I have a client who went through my program, and she wanted to get a passport for her son, I think, or for herself. And she had to travel somewhere, and there was a limited amount of time when she's supposed to get her passport to be able to travel. And nobody believed that she will get it. And then all of a sudden, somehow magic happened, and she got it just in a few weeks. So how it happens, I don't know. I cannot explain this. Maybe some type of synchronicity. Maybe that we get connected to that quantum field of possibilities and just drawing experiences. That's what Joe Dispenza teaches in his retreats and his books, that we can connect to that nothingness and create our own reality. It sounds a little bit boogie, but it works. So getting back to the dream board, house, family. You can put there cats, plants, arrangements in the house, water filtration system, everything what's related to a house. The next one is your projects. And projects can be your projects at work, your creativity, and also it can be kids. So everything what's related to pregnancy, having kids, goes in there. Retreats, hosting retreats, that's one of my dreams. The other one, I want to host penthouse masterminds. If you are interested, drop a line. I would love to bring together people who are like-minded and to travel around the world, renting out crazy, fanciest penthouses and just exchange knowledge and experience. We had this experience last winter. We just flew with our friends millionaires to Mexico. It was 4 couples, and one, like my husband is real estate developer. He's also author of a book, The Awakening, right here, of a podcast and book, and he's a pretty successful guy. And there was another couple who was also successful in real estate. They made over $1 million in real estate, and another guy through software companies and crypto and stuff like that. So we all united in this place, and we just spent amazing vacation, which we would spend anyways. We would still have to rent Airbnb and spend money on a house, but because it was 4 couples, 8 people total, it was not that expensive, and we actually had amazing exchange of energy and knowledge, and we got so inspired from each other and started some projects together. So I would highly recommend to try something like that, and yeah, let's fly somewhere and rent a beautiful penthouse, maybe for a new year or something. Yeah. Also creativity, it's any instruments you want to play, or maybe you always wanted to paint a painting and never was like always been procrastinating. Put it there and just make it happen. That's actually another amazing example which happened here with my another client. She had already 2 beautiful kids and she was absolutely happy with her realization. Her career is great, kids great, and then she's like, what should I put there? Because when we filling that up, it should be balanced. We can't have just career and don't have family, or we can't just have everything but don't be outshining into the outside world, right? We need to have some fame. We need to, or be just respected by community. So each of the area, the balance of life is when each of the area in life is filled up, you know what you want, and you are going towards your dream. So my friend, she realized that yes, she has kids, and she placed a picture of kids, healthy, happy kids. Then she placed a picture of her happy career, and then she's like, I don't know what else to put. And I told her that it's really important for every woman to have that creative energy going and flowing, and that's what makes every woman happy. And she's like, well, actually I love cooking, and I have amazing cooking book, cookbook which I created. I just write down on this notepad, and I cook it, and it's so unique and so amazing. All my family love it, and I have so many of them, and I want my kids to inherit that. And she's like, why don't I write my own books on cooking? And 4 months later, she published a book on cooking. And I just got a message from her. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. You inspired me to write a book. And 1 is published and 2nd one is coming. I'm like, oh my God, I love what I'm doing. This is so amazing. It works, and not for me, but for everyone who does it. That's what inspires me the most. It's not that I'm doing that something different. It's like if everyone repeats these simple steps, magic will happen. Anyways, unavoidable. Can you say unavoidable? Okay, next area is knowledge and wisdom. It's on the right top corner, and it's pinky. I don't remember if it has to be pink, but there is different colors which it can be. I share all the information on my 10 days challenge. It's very easy and smooth and balanced and everything. So what's on the wisdom area? It's all the books you want to read, all the courses you want to take. It's your inner wisdom, connection to intuition. It's how do you get information from maybe seminars, maybe from people, maybe from meditations. So everything what's connected to wisdom and knowledge you place there. And I love to take notes, and I placed here remarkable notepad. It's an electronic pad where you can take notes, and it feels like a real paper, but you can erase, and it's super convenient. And it also doesn't have blue lights, because it's really bad to have blue lights before bed, and I love to journal right before bed. It helps me to process all the information, to analyze what did I do good, what could I do better, and there is some questions I ask myself every day. I will share in next video how to journal, maybe a great idea. And I just placed it there. I really wanted that, but it cost about $500, and I was like, oh, that's too much. I already have iPad, and $500 it's a lot. And then we had our wedding and I placed it in a registry. And my husband was like, who's gonna give you a gift for $500? Just remove it. It looks weird on a registry. I'm like, just let it be there. It's on my dream board. I'll just put it there too. And then my friend, Majid, like magic, he's a magical guy. He, right before the wedding, he comes to our place and he's like, oh, by the way, show me your registry. And he's like looking around it, and he's like, oh, you want remarkable iPad? I said, yeah. He said, I actually have it in my house and I never used it. Just like opened it once and like, I don't use it. Do you want me to give it to you? I'm like, yeah, sure. And what do you think? A remarkable iPad. Ba-bam! Magic, pure magic. That's how it works. When you know what you want, things just appear in your life. And another question I always get asked by my clients is, where do you keep your dream board? Should you remove it somewhere so nobody has an evil eye and stuff like that? And you keep it secret? And like, no, actually, you show it to everyone. Let the world know what you want. And maybe somebody will buy you a Beetle. Yeah, I want this car. Red one. So yeah, let the world know, and then it will just happen. So I don't believe in evil eye, and I recommend you not to believe in this bullshit. I think that our brain, it's like a radio receiver. It receives different types of waves, right? Different frequencies of people, of thoughts, of information, and it's only our choice to which channel adjust it, right? So I just see myself as a receiver which just doesn't receive frequencies of evil eye and negative energy. That's it. In my reality, it does not exist. So, and yeah, I just don't believe in that. I believe in positive energies, positive vibes, and nobody's gonna give you evil eye. And make sure your husband knows. Another fun thing was when on my old dream board I placed a picture of us flying first class, and when my husband saw it, he looked at this and he was like, I think I should make more money. And then we were flying to Europe for our wedding in Ukraine and second honeymoon. We had 3 honeymoons, and we had this long flight over the ocean, and we walked into the airplane, and then he had this picture of me flying first class, and he's like, oh, I should make her happy. So he goes to flight attendant and he asks secretly if there is any updates for first class, and they said, yes, there is. And he just updated that. You should have seen my face. I have actually a video of that.
You got business class.
What? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board.
$1,500.
What?
Yeah.
Highest priority to
Yeah, let's
ensure
go.
safe
How?
flight.
Right now.
How I did it?
During your flight.
That was amazing. And next area is finances and money. Here you place bills, you place even real money, and everything what's related. You can write how much money in number you want to make. This is my monthly income, and when you, for example, if you write down the amount of money you want to make sure it's you can read it from both sides, like in a mirror, and it's still not going to be zero. For example, if you just do $10,000, and if you read it from the back, it's 001. So it's better to put there $10,001 to make sure it doesn't matter which way you read it, it's a lot of money. Then I placed my retreats, and actually I'm realizing this is already happening. This is so cool. I should post picture before and after. Waiting lists to my program, and my income is growing every month. Opportunities will always come my way. So you can, the TikTok followings. So all the sources of income, you can really get creative there. You can write different sources of income and think, just brainstorm. This is actually an amazing exercise to brainstorm where can you get them from, because we live in 21st century and there is so many opportunities like crypto, like info business, regular job, creating something with your hands and sell things. There's like so many opportunities, and really describe, if you for example want to open your beauty salon, not just put beauty salon picture, but align to your beauty salon, so to make sure that it reflects the success of your business. So there is a line and there is a waiting list, so stuff like that to show that it's something which is operating and successful. And the last area is probably my favorite. I love them all, but this one is traveling. And you can traveling and actually also helpers. So you put all the places you want to visit, and you also put helpers. So it can be teachers, it can be, for example, meeting your spiritual guru, or it can be maybe you have some childhood trauma and you want to meet psychologist, psychotherapist, which will really be able to resolve it shortly and heal yourself, or to find a host of amazing retreat which will transform your life. Yeah, so helpers, teachers, doctors, that's in this area. Yeah. And then at the end we write a little letter of activation, and I also share amazing meditation which helps to really step into that future and to feel that you're there. And it starts with imagining invisible line, like maybe silver line in front of you, and you put this dream board in front of you, and you kind of like step in. I guide my clients to step into that new reality, like physically get into that where this all happens, and leave your past behind you. And usually like a lot of people cry during this meditation. It's really powerful and really beautiful, very inspirational, and lots of beautiful realizations also happen. For example, one of my clients said that, oh my god, like once I did this meditation and I was like about to step into this future, I realized that I'm afraid of that. What if all my dreams come true? This is actually so scary. What am I gonna do? It's also fear of unknown, right? I used to live in this small apartment, go into the safe job, and if I step into my ultimate self and that my ultimate reality, I've never been there. I don't know how I'm gonna behave. What's gonna change? Maybe my husband will leave me because I will become more successful than he is. Or maybe I will get lots of jealousy and hate. So all of this holds us back. And it's like realizing that how much things, limiting beliefs and bullshit keep us back, it's already first step to overcome it and transform. So I hope I inspired you to make your first dream board and may all your wishes come true. Love you. Mwah.